So if you haven't figured it out by now, this is my new car. 1987 Toyota Corolla SR5. And you know, the paint was really bad. We just kind of pressure washed it at John's the best we could and gave it a quick wash. I think we can get it a little better. So there's a little bit of sap everywhere. So of course, the internet told me to use WD-40, which I kind of scraped that off. But, you know, this stuff is just everywhere. Just gonna let that soak in for a little, and then we'll pressure wash the car and we'll give it its first proper wash. Also gotta clean up all these bugs from that 700-mile road trip we drove. So yeah, the paint is really bad. You got most of the big chunks of tar off. There's still little pieces like this, and little pieces like this. I mean, the roof is actually kind of clean now. I'll wash it every week and it'll just get a little better than before. This, even the windshield was full of sap. I mean, the hood looks shiny because it's wet from this angle, but you can see all the buildup of all the mold or moss discoloration. So I'm hoping to clean that and clay bar the car. I just have too many shitty cars. Got my 76 Celica here, and then I got my 87 Corolla that I just picked up right here. And then I still have another car in Oregon, my 1980 Corolla. And then I have this, a 1983 Corolla hardtop. We're getting rid of this one. So the Montero was parked right here, and this car is blocked in. So I'm hoping to get it in between this area to drive it out. This is a pretty good Amazon car cover. Not a liftback, not a sports coupe, it's a hardtop. Same front end as a liftback and a sports coupe. And it has a rear window that rolls down like a liftback. Check out this sick interior in here. And then I got this new old stock Celica fender, brand new from the factory, OEM. Underneath at 3 SGE beams. Not too shabby. Dang. So obviously with the car not parked here, I could probably fit through this, take out this pole. I need to pick up all these pavers and all of these weeds, or I could just run them over. And then in the back, I got a bunch of wheels. A bunch of shitty wheels. Oh, did I mention this car is very, 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 very cool. Also rusty. Pretty much just how I left it. Hopefully this battery works, and hopefully this thing will start. This was my second home before the spiders took it over. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, man, I like this gauge cluster. Let's see if my 86 keys work on this. Maybe not. Dude, it's clean in here. Let's see if this bad boy starts. Okay. Fuel lights on. This thing is probably low on gas. But it runs. It still runs. Let's move some obstacles out of the way and let's try to drive this out. What do you think? Some precision driving? Just have to cut it close to that. Not really much room to back up though. Oh yeah, we're good. 76. That was pretty deep, just sinking into the floor. Okay, now we gotta parallel park a million times to make it through. Get the back end over, so I got to parallel park over these rocks a million times. I'm not sweating because I was nervous. I'm sweating because it's hot. So, hardest part's been done already. I just need to move this out so I could actually pull this out. Sometimes you forget you got parts in your cars. This, I have upside down so I don't mess up my car, is an original RA24 metal fender from Toyota. Still in the cardboard. Previous owner of the Celica here gave it to me with the car. Anyways, let's take a look at this car. Stock ECU. I always mounted them right there. Smaller battery. I got all my relays and fuses here. Electric fan and ECU. And 3D printed this little fuse box a while back ago. That's actually kind of cool. We got some headers here that I made before I knew how to really TIG weld. These are old Subaru headers that I repurposed. Reused the collector. But look how thin that flange is. It doesn't leak though. Essentially, I needed to do the swap and I didn't have a stock header and I didn't want to buy a stock header, which is the only reason I made this header. And then yeah, I used to do this a lot on swaps, little 3D printed nipple there. Then I brazed on a fuel pressure regulator. This also has a Corvette fuel filter and it's still holding pressure in the rail. So that's a good quality filter right there. Better than my O'Reilly's one. And suspension's just pieced together with random stuff. I don't even remember. Oh yeah. One thing I did was the outlet was here for a 4AC and I re-brazed it, soldered it onto that side, top and bottom, just to clean it up, and I didn't want to buy another one. Man, I do gotta say, I do like this car. Almost more than that car. Cause like, look at the interior. This thing is sick. Just needs a quick coat of Armor All. Then again, the interior on this is also pretty clean. So long story short, I have a potential buyer for this car. I just have too many shitty cars. Okay, besides all that, did you see my steering wheel collection?